Are you ready to learn the truth about infertility, miscarriage, and trying to conceive? Are you tired of searching for answers on forums and chat rooms? Learn the truth about your best chances of finally getting and staying pregnant. Would you like to know how I know this and why what I learned changed me from infertile to super fertile, even led me to retrain in hormone health and nutrition and fertility coaching, and what's helping thousands of women to bring home the baby they'd almost given up on? It was life-changing for me, and it could be for you too. So here's my story of how I came to learn this. Just to prepare you, I do discuss infertility and loss, but there is light at the end of the tunnel, and the reasons I share this with you is purely to give you some hope and guidance, as I was once in the very same place you are now, looking for these stories and searching for the answers. I was dying to have a baby, and then I almost did die. A 3-year journey through infertility, trying to conceive, recurrent miscarriage, a molar pregnancy that turned cancerous, and lack of ovulation from undiagnosed polycystic ovary syndrome took me on a deep dive study mission and even led me to retrain in nutrition and hormone health. Because what came out from my studies in the science journals changed my life. From finding the real causes of infertility and miscarriage that most people are not aware of, I was able to start a preconception lifestyle action plan that changed me from infertile to super fertile, and I was then able to conceive my first rainbow baby at age 37 without IVF. Don't get me wrong, yes, all women are different, but I had to look into everything since I was even diagnosed at one point with unexplained infertility. I had to get the answers I wasn't being given. And now I help others to get the tests and treatments that are improving their chances of conceiving naturally. Once you allow yourself to let go, you can then take a more pragmatic approach and view on what you can control rather than what you can't. When you are ready to try again. From the need to learn all I could about why I'd experienced my own medical nightmare, I realised from reading about the science behind why these tragic events can happen that my hormone imbalance was the underlying reason for most, if not all, of these issues, and can be attributed to the leading causes of infertility and miscarriage. Yes, your hormones. I almost felt quite a strange sense of relief from learning this, and one of my reasons I do what I do now, which is to help empower other women to regulate their hormones to support natural fertility, is because I know it makes the biggest difference for clients' mental health, since mental blocks around conceiving can come from when you take on that blame. But part of the healing is to learn the facts, because the good news is you can correct the majority of hormone imbalance, infertility issues through diet and lifestyle changes, and that's what I aim to do every day. Free yourself from this and reduce the stress and be kind to yourself. I want you to take that message away. My courses and books are designed to empower you to learn the facts around why certain eggs have no chance of embedding or be more likely to miscarry. Just one hormone out of balance can attribute to this happening. One of the most common reasons for infertility is lack of ovulation, but the tests don't necessarily always pick this up. Also, the focus is usually on the woman, but 80% of unexplained infertility is actually down to DNA damage in the sperm. With the right measures taken, you can decrease the chances of both of these health factors happening once you know how. Increasing egg and sperm and hormone health is the starting point to fertility. If I'm going to change people's understanding about infertility and miscarriage, I still have a lot of work to do, but I am up for it in a very big way. The person I was before trying to conceive my baby and my lifestyle upgrade was very different to who I've become through my journey. Before, I was going to the gym most days after work to try and reduce my stress levels from my pressurised job in finance. I was eating very low carb and living off tea, caffeine, and occasionally not able to resist an afternoon cake or chocolate from depriving myself all day, then needing an afternoon hit of sugar to get me through the 3 p.m. energy slump. Sometimes if I ate bread or carbs, I would feel dizzy. I loved my perfume and makeup, because I had always struggled with acne and used heavy makeup to cover my spots and dark circles, since I was also sleeping poorly as a result from my high cortisol. My skin and scalp were very sensitive, and I was even prescribed sedatives to treat my IBS. After my fertility lifestyle upgrade and following my preconception plan, I don't have any of these issues now. And what I know now is the hidden factors in my lifestyle were all making my polycystic ovary syndrome and high androgens worse, and giving me imbalanced hormones and other issues like low progesterone and estrogen dominance as a result of this. But I was unaware of what else was at play, that there were endocrine disrupting chemicals everywhere in my everyday environment, from the shampoos to the food packaging and even my favourite perfume. But once I was able to identify and treat these areas with my preconception plan, I was finally able to restart my ovulation, and I was able to conceive my miracle rainbow baby boys. I'd got to the point that I decided I was fed up of being unwell and the 1% statistic with all these mounting health issues and unexplained infertility. Unfortunately, women like me are told every day that they would be very unlikely to conceive a baby naturally. I'm here to prove this is not true. What helped turn things around for me was finding a critical bit of research is that chromosomal abnormalities in eggs do not accumulate over a woman's life as the egg ages, but instead happen in a couple of months before an egg is ovulated. So the good news is aging does not directly cause chromosomal abnormalities, although it does create conditions that predispose eggs to mature incorrectly shortly before ovulation. But this means changing those conditions before ovulation, you can increase the odds of an egg maturing with the correct number of chromosomes. This gave me some hope I could have influence over what was happening to me, spurring me on to find out more. So now, after turning my own fertility around from hundreds of hours of study, research, consulting experts and helping others, it is so rewarding to help other women do this now and help them to get the right tests and answers and treatment that can turn their hormone health and fertility around. I'm on a mission to help as many couples I can all over the world with their preconception planning to get them on the path to pregnancy and better hormone health. Now, I can't guarantee you a baby. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Even IVF can't do that. But what I can do is give you a practical preconception plan to follow, and here's some reassurance around natural fertility statistics. Since for every fertility issue once treated, it's thought 75% could go on to conceive naturally. That's also not accounting for the large proportion of women who are temporarily not ovulating due to stress, which can also be resolved with help. I'm here to help solve the puzzle. I'd love to hear from you about this. Are you worried about never getting to the answers about infertility and why it's affecting you? Do you want a freebie? If you want to know more about how to improve your own natural fertility, at carriesplan.com we work with science researchers like Dr. Gunjan, a specialist science writer and researcher who has put together a free report on how to optimise your egg health and hormone health. Click in the link and it will take you to where you can put in your best email address for where we can send this to you. And if you want to know more about preconception planning, go to carriesplan.com.